of Augustus reporting from on board the MHS Hysteria. As you may have heard, we have discovered that the thief who stole the great race of the Yeath's machine was none other than Niccolo Machiavelli. This is more than a little disconcerting, as Machiavelli is historically renowned as one of the most cunning and ambitious figures to have ever lived. We were rather desperate to discover who it was that Machiavelli had switched minds with, and were thus quite pressed to formulate a plan to do so. We soon realized that Machiavelli could use the machine to block almost every clever method of trans-temporal investigation we could devise. So we were left with no other option than old-fashioned legwork snooping. This was not easy. After Machiavelli was deprived of office in 1512, he went into exile in a small village outside of Florence, where he lived until 1527, when he died at the age of 58. History tells us that he took ill in June of 1527, took medicine on the 20th of June that disagreed with him, and died on the 22nd. However, it is our belief that Machiavelli had switched minds with somebody after poisoning his own body on the 20th of June, leaving the mind of the captive victim to perish in his own body. Discovering the identity of his target meant snooping around Machiavelli's villa outside Florence, and getting a close reading with the captain's temporal anomaly detector. And to ensure absolute stealth, we landed the Hysteria 5 miles away in the dead of night, and walked to the villa. My feet were not made for hiking. When we arrived, it was dark enough for us to creep through the town without being noticed. The villa was seemingly unguarded, but the window to Machiavelli's chamber was rather high, so the captain insisted on sitting on my shoulders so that he could get a good reading with his detector. He never even took off his tool belt. Uncomfortable as it was, and it was uncomfortable, the captain was able to pinpoint the exact place and time of the exchange. Though no sooner had the captain taken the reading than we heard the sound of heavy mechanical footsteps from behind the villa. 3 highly advanced, heavily armed automatons, completely out of place in the 14th century, and very dangerous. Whilst I agree with the captain's decision to order a retreat, I disagree with his assertion that there was not enough time for him to climb off of my shoulders. 5 miles back to the ship. I made it 4.5 before my right arm and my left leg fell off. Lily was forced to carry me back to the ship, but they left my limbs behind. This is no matter though. Lily is hard at work building new limbs for me.
No, I'm not. I'm on break.
Well, I guess I have nothing to do but wait until my limbs are finished.
Don't hold your breath.
Auf Wiedersehen! Are you almost finished?
With what?